Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Rushes on. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tried everything in his power to get that final yard, but they got him out of bounds and get the 4th down stop.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. JKS. Out wide right, it's Strong. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On the run, it's Davidson. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's Julian saying to throw. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Great place to start for this offense. Hits inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. At the 20. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for return as they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Julian with the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, saying. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From deep, it's Davidson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in this.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening
and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Way off target there.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Escapes the pressure going right. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Sayin to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Could not make his way to the corner. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Got it behind the line. It's Davidson.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
rifles it down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They find Wesco open on the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Just barely got rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Needs it here on 4th down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney pregame. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Deep in the end zone, it's Alexander. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll operate out of split backs. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the tight end. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Right side, it's Alexander. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll try the counter. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Finds his man on the RPO. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Rebels trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. On the option. Quick toss. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on third and goal, they might force a field goal attempt.
776, Captain. 776.
They'll run him again. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Cuts it upfield. It's Davidson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Hauls it in at the 40. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Lacey. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Chambliss. Look out! And down he goes.
Situational awareness is so important for quarterbacks, and you've got to know where you are on the field. On 3rd down, you can't take a sack because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to at least come away with 3 points. But after racing around and scrambling, holding on to the football, you've now been sacked. You're now out of field goal range, back behind the 40-yard line. Bad decision by that QB.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team, going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Turns up, it's Johnson. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Second down to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the return, it's Alexander. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. 2-14 close. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Caught, it's Alexander. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Turning it on! The 20! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they tacked on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drive.
Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab and room to run. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. He's changing the play. From the gun, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who...
Trying to burn this defensive back. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Going to the run, it's Davidson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Sells to fake. Moving to his left. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Good right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rebels offense is back on the field. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. There he goes. The 50. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quick give. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Rush right in his face. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Drops back on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Second down coming up. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
886, 949, rock star. 949, rock star.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Move it. Icy.
Second down, going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab down the middle. Lowers those pads. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
If I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Rebels. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired. And a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Flush to the left. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Makes a grab past the marker. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Chambliss. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going long. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Keeping his eyes downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's past the sticks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Selling the fake. Extending the play. He'll throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Frazier again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Keeps it himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. You want to talk about making a decision pay off, Jesse. They convert right there and take any doubt out of this game.
I don't know how many guys in the huddle offensively were surprised by the head coach deciding to go for it, but it didn't stymie him. It didn't faze him. They just went out, handled their business. They're going to ice this game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give to Frazier. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Tough run here. It's Frazier. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense.
It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Coach Venables told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Sooners ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davidson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On the ground, it's Davidson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Sells the run, looking to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Left side is Hansen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blaylock. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Using his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Got the first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hits inside, it's Johnson. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for room, it's Davidson. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Rolls right. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
When QBs get flushed outside the pocket and they have to scramble, you go into scramble rules. But more importantly, I think as a quarterback, I just want you to throw the football away when you get a chance. Throw that thing out of bounds. I don't get a loss on the play. Instead, the ball gets moved back to the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see him do that a little bit more.
Pulls it in on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On play action. Buys time to his left. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The fake wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Powers through. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Still looking to his right. They get to him as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Brown. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Moves the pocket. It's Mateer. Unleashes it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
The play fake. Working the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion.
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. They'll go with Robinson. He is stuffed on fourth down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The official says no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Batir. Turns it upfield. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Sategna. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Finds his big tight end. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Second down, gonna throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Here's Xavier Robinson. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. The run inside. It's Sategna. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just as they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have...
Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Right back to it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're all over him. He's going to run it. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw one first. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Tells the run, wants to pass. Moves to his right. Fires downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. Inside the 50.